Well, hello everyone, welcome back to Wild Sunday Farms. And before we get into the video, I hope you will go on and subscribe to the channel if you are new here. And go on and like that thumbs up, whenever you're watching the video. That lets me know that you like the content and that you want me to produce more. Leave a comment if you'd like. But anyway, today we are going to be getting into this nuke. And this was a nuke that I made a split out of, right? So this was a split that I made off of a hive that was trying to swarm on me. And I want to check them and see if they're kind of ready to be put into a 10 frame box. And I'm looking at the top here. As you can see, I took a frame out earlier and I kind of looked at them. But I think they are ready for a 10 frame box. Even though they're kind of empty on this one side of the frame. But this side of the frame, they're pretty good. And they have some nectar there that they're bringing in. Really nice looking frame. Set that aside for the time being. I think this colony needs to be put in a 10 frame box. I did make up a 1 gallon, those bees fell, a 1 gallon 1-to-1 sugar water. And look at that frame, that's a nice frame. These bees are clustered up on this frame, and that side too. Let's see, looking for a queen. Last time I saw she was on here, because I checked this colony just a second ago, but she's somewhere on here. Or the ever frame, she's in here. So this colony already has a sign of we need to be transferring them really like now, yesterday. This colony looks nice. And when we feed them the Apis biologics office brood in here, you may say, well, look at some of those spots that are kind of iffy. There's not many bees, maybe on the edges, but that's normal. And you also got to think, once that brood hatches, right? Once that brood hatches, these bees won't have nowhere to be. That's why we need to go on and put them in a 10 frame box so they can go on and start growing to a bigger size. Because we keep them in here, they're gonna have to kind of limit what they grow, and we'd rather put them in a 10 frame box. So let's go on and move these frames kind of out of our way so they don't get too much in our way. I have a box. I'm really running low on boxes, so I had to deal with what I had. So it isn't the prettiest of boxes, but it will do. We're going to put this on the side of here. Let's go and put our bottom board down. This is the bottom board we'll use. It fits right here. Now, it may not be the prettiest bottom board, but we got it a while back. And thing is, as you can see there, it doesn't have those little rails. So the people that got this, they put it, let me move this, they put that right here in there, as you can see. If you can see, right there, that little hole, they put it right there, which will be fine. The bees really don't care, honestly. The bees really like, we don't really care. So I don't think it's gonna make much of a difference. These bees in the center. We may put a frame kind of in the middle towards the center for the bees to draw out too. Slowly transfer these bees in here. And there's a lot of different methods too. I've been wanting to do a video like focusing on checkerboarding, but I haven't really had much of a scenario where I've been wanting to do that. We may do that here today. Depends on how everything goes. But checkerboarding is a really neat tool to do and be able to use in circumstances when you need to. If you don't know what checkerboarding means, I do it all the time on my videos. You guys probably see it all the time. Look at that. These bees are just packed full on here. Man, a lot of bees. And plus they can spread out a little bit too. Checkerboarding is just when you put some of the outer frames that are not being drawn out very full. You put them a little bit more towards the center and they get drawn out a little bit more quicker, right? That's what checkerboarding is, and that's what we use it for. We have this frame right here. We'll go on the outside. Pretty much a good 4 frames of bees here. Hoping to be able to continue to grow. And plus we got 1-to-1 sugar water that we will give them. So let's go on and get some more frames. I gotta find more frames. I'm running low on everything. Find more frames, put them here, we'll adjust them, and we'll get the food on them. That'll be it. Alright, I am back. It took me a little bit to find some frames and stuff. So we're going to use 2 empty frames so they can draw whatever they would like on here for honey or whatever they would like. So we'll just put this kind of right here on the, put that more towards the inside. We're going to put some of these frames that we need them to draw out pretty decently quick, kind of in the middle. That's what we do by checkerboarding. I just kind of put these in the center. especially if it's warm. If it's warm, you're fine. If it's kind of cold, I wouldn't do it. If you're in like a colder location or you're in winter, if you're watching this in winter, don't check your board during winter. It's just made for a certain time of the year, which is now in spring, for your bees just to kind of quickly. It kind of helps the bees draw it out a little bit more quicker because they can draw it out a little bit more quicker. That's just kind of how we do it. And we don't do that in winter. We got this frame here that's drawn comb. They can fix that right up. We feed these bees too, so they'll have that. This frame, that there. Put this on the edge. There you go. Now let's go on and put our lid on. Alright, so this lid from a colony real quick. Now real quick before we do that, we gotta scoot this over a little bit so we can have room for our gap. This right here fits perfectly right here. This right here. There we go. With our 1 gallon sugar water. Perfect. Right there. On top. Boom, we're done. Put this right here so then the bees can go back to the original colony. Well, thank you guys for watching. Go on and click the thumbs up button if you're watching. Subscribe if you are new, and comment in the description below if you enjoyed what you see and if you think this was a good move to go on and put them in a 10 frame box. I know a lot of you folks, may have different opinions, so please feel free to leave them in the comment section below. I believe that putting these bees in 10 frame box was the right decision, especially since we got some 1 gallon sugar water on as we speak. And we'll see. I'll let you guys know if anything changes and kind of how they grow in the future. Thank you guys for watching. Go on and click the thumbs up button. We'll catch you next time.